What's up, Raiders? Welcome to Raid Today for Wednesday, September 27th, 2023. I'm Gestel from Gestel Gaming, and we've got 9 new champions coming to Raid, as well as a second day of the Pull One Get One event going on. We're going to discuss that plus more here on Raid Today. Alright, so they announced this morning we got 9 new champs. They are probably going to be in the game tomorrow, so once they are live in the game, we'll kind of go through the kits, we'll do maybe a little more detailed video, but just for the raid today, I wanted to make you aware that we got some new champs coming. The first one we got is Vitreous the Anointed. He is a Secret Order legendary attack-based champion. And let me tell you just about his passive ability. This is pretty insane. Instantly resets the cooldown on one of this champ's random active skills whenever an enemy increases the cooldown of any of their skills. Grants an extra turn if a skill's cooldown was reset. After granting an extra turn, places this skill on cooldown. So it appears we finally have a counter to Warlord, mostly Warlord, Yumiko, but pretty much any. This also works on artifact sets, accessory, masteries, anything. So pretty interesting cooldown. Now he is Void, so obviously it'll be pretty difficult to get, but looks pretty awesome. He's all Sacred Ordered out, man. He's looking like he's definitely in the Sacred Order. Attack base could be super interesting. He also ignores defense. Again, we'll go through it more thoroughly when it gets released live, which will probably be tomorrow when the Bumbus fusion event starts. So we'll definitely dive into these champs more, but let's get through all of them. They got a lot. The second one is Tagaron the Conjured. This guy also has a unique, and this is probably the first time we've seen anything like this in the game. Probably it is. His passive increases this champ's max HP by 10% every time they use an active skill, stacks up to 50, resets each round. Also increases each ally's max HP by 5% every time they use an active skill. Now, HP nukers have always been a bit slighted because attack-based champs, you could put an increased attack buff on them, and obviously it would increase their attack. Same with defense-based champs, you could put the increased defense up and give them added damage from their attacks that do damage based on defense. So this is the first champ that will actually be increasing max HP. So now think about the Magnars, the Tauruses, like any HP nuker out there you're using. Think about adding 5% up to 50% more max HP. That's pretty crazy, especially in Arena. So first time you can do this, it's part of the passive. It's gonna happen pretty much no matter what, pretty much every time you use an active skill. So, you know, you take that 100,000 HP Taurus up to 150,000 HP. I think he's gonna be hitting quite harder. Pretty awesome. So those are the two big new champs. Obviously both Void, both very interesting. I would say both those passives are brand new to the game. There's no one else in the game that can do either of those. So we'll see. Obviously Void makes it really difficult to get, and you know, they're not in the game yet. Hopefully we'll see them tomorrow. Let's just run through the rest of these. We're not going to really go through the skills or anything, but we got a new epic for the Knights Rev. His name is Malik Bloodflock. Certainly looks like he's part of a flock with all these feathers. Very interesting. But he is a support epic. And then we've got Pan the Bowhorn. part of the Sylvan Watchers, and he is an epic with attack base. Then we've got a couple rares coming in. A new Void rare, Selena Nightcloak, will be part of the High Elves and is a rare attack-based champ. Next, we got a Skinwalker Meat Carver Tulog, and he is a rare HP champ. Next, we've got Petrifraya Rockroot, Demon Spawn, attack rare. You know, rares, obviously you got to add them in the game. It's not bad when they're, you know, you bring a rare in the game that's fairly good, could help out, especially early to mid-game accounts. So I'm glad they continue to add the rares. It's kind of surprising that there's not a rare for the Sylvan Watchers, though, because they have like 3. So they're adding them to all these others, but, you know, maybe they just had these models hanging around and they finally decided to build out some of these different rares for different factions. But here we got Longsword, Torux for the Knights Rev, and he's a defense-based rare champion. So yeah, we'll take a quick look at those kits tomorrow in probably a little bit longer video, or whenever this is released, maybe Friday. But wanted to make you aware, there are 9 new champions. 2 of them are legendary Void. Then we got the 2 epics, and then the rest are rares. So, you know, 9 sounds like a lot, but it's obviously a bunch of rares in there. So, all right, let's check out what's going on in the game. All this stuff happening. Let's figure out what's going on in the game as well. Tournaments and events. We've just got the Sand Devil Turn Attack going on. That is it. Wow, that Spider Tournament went really fast. This is what I farmed overnight for, basically for CvC points. I wanted to get all of these rewards as well. And I obviously needed the oils. I've run out of them. So, farmed up Sand Devils. I may move on to something else now that I've kind of gotten all of the points there. I'm disappointed Spider Turn Attack already ended. Maybe that's where I would have gone next. But only 1 tournament, and we'll probably see this fill up tomorrow when they release the update with all the fusion stuff going on. Also, stay tuned for the calendar. I imagine we'll get that tomorrow as well. So tomorrow's video for Raid Today will be mostly covering the calendar and maybe the best way to attack, how to do this fusion if you are going for it. Dungeon Divers has 1 day, 14 hours. If you're farming anywhere, that helps you get this Lego book good. If you're going for the fusion, probably better just hanging on to resources. Fusion warm-up event, don't forget about this. Easy stuff, already finished it up. You do have 16 hours, so if you haven't done it yet before reset, you can get 15 points, and then after reset, you get another 15, so you could still get 30 points if you haven't really been keeping up with it. It is not over yet. Make sure you do it. Champ training. This is the good one. I am gonna try my best to get to this 8550. I would love to get to the top, but I really doubt I can put that much time in on this. But I will try to get this primal. Quartz would also like the Immortal Soul essences here. The bottom row is real solid. The last 4 items will be great, but you know, gotta hang on to resources. Also, gotta have time to do all this, so you never know, man. Never know what's going on. Let's dive into the portal. We do still have the Pogo. If you have not pulled, you will have a Pogo banner here. I pulled yesterday. I got very lucky. Only had to pull 3. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to put a short out video on that because it only took 3. I don't think I should dedicate a whole video to that. So maybe we'll try to put it out in a short. Did all right. Didn't do great. Didn't get the harem I was looking for. You know, no spoilers, but you know, very slim chance of getting her anyway. But I digress. We've got the Pogo, if you have not done it, will end in 14 hours. If you've done it yesterday, it doesn't pop up again for today. It's just one time for the 2 days. But the 10x going on today is for Grazier Iron Gut, one of the best voids out right now. Does pretty much everything. I've seen him in Live Arena. I've seen him in Hydra. You could probably bring him anywhere. He's an insane champ. He's almost like a Krisk, but does enemy max HP. So, you know, you could pretty much, if you're having trouble getting through anywhere, bring in Krisk. You can almost do that with this guy as well. And then probably the best fusion, or one, if not one of the best fusions in the game. And if you have multiple newts, makes things significantly easier. My man Newt, he's coming in 10x Sacreds, Primal Ancient. There's 14 hours remaining on both of these pulls, so no bonus on the pull rates. But if you do pull a legendary, then you have a 10 times chance to pick up one of these guys, whether it's from Voids for the Iron Gut or the non-void affinity shards for Mr. Newt. All right. And of course, CvC going on right now. We are still losing by about 300k. We still have a bunch of guys that'll be looking to, put a little bit more in there. So maybe we'll be able to catch up to them. I hope. It's gonna be a close one. I hope your CvC is going well. But just to remind you, 14 hours remaining. If you haven't done stuff like your tag team or faction crypts, get them all. Use all the keys. Get them all done. There's a lot of points there, so make sure you're doing that. And then after reset, make sure you do it all right after reset. Don't wait till the morning, because then CvC will be over and you'll have lost all those points. Very easy points to get, plus the stuff you got to do. Free dailies and advanced quests anyway, so get all of that stuff done. And a couple quick reminders. Hydra did reset last night, so we do have a new Hydra Clash going on. Also have all those rewards to pick up if you haven't got the Mithril frags. You want to grab those as well, so keep in mind. We did get first place, very nice. We've picked up a couple new people to the clan that brought a ton of damage, so it was a good week for us to get first place. We'll be catching up to those other guys putting up all the big damage here soon, so it might be tough to keep getting the first place, but while we're getting them, might as well keep it. And lastly, but not least, your favorite of mine, the Forge Pass. Get those daily challenges done. I got to do a couple more classic arenas. But Instinct, solid set, not the greatest of the Forge passes, but certainly worth getting and can definitely help out those early mid-game accounts. And if you get a great set late game, it's certainly worth it too. So you should be going for it on all fronts for sure. We still got plenty of time here, 3 weeks, 13 hours, but you only have the 4 dailies a day, so you want to definitely knock those out. There's only a few you can miss if you're going to get free-to-play rewards up to 50. So keeping all that in mind, I will be back tomorrow. We're bringing you even more information, everything to do with the Fusion. We'll be taking a look at all the new champs once they're live in game. So come back tomorrow, check it out. But until then, awesome luck in your CvC, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.